Good morning students, welcome to fifth part of admission. Now today we will be assuming with question number 4, that is related to passing journal entries related to capital and goodwill. In previous class also last topic what we discussed was related to same. Let us have an overview about those journal entries. So now these were the entries which we looked upon in previous class also. The very first thing, new partner whenever he enters into business, they are required to pay two things. One is towards the contribution in business, that is termed as capital, and second to compensate the sacrificing partners because he is receiving new share from old partners, so he is required to provide goodwill. Now first thing, when capital is brought in by new partner either in cash or in kind, entry will be cash account debit, bank if the money is paid through bank account debit. If asset is brought instead of cash in kind, concerned asset account debit to credit the giver, that is new partner's capital account. Then second is when new partner pays goodwill. Now goodwill further brought in by new partner may be in cash or in kind. So if the new partner brings goodwill in cash or in kind, for that entry for same would be cash account debit, bank account debit, or if the asset is brought instead of cash in kind, for goodwill, asset account debit to premium for goodwill or to goodwill, and the same premium for goodwill will be provided to those partners who sacrifice their share in favor of new partner. So two sacrificing partners, capital or current account, that depends upon the method, and this amount will be provided to them in their sacrificing ratio. And then third was, that is the additional part of cash goodwill. If new partner brings goodwill in cash, there is further possibility of withdrawal. So if new partner who brings goodwill in cash is withdrawn by sacrificing partners, entry will be debit the receiver, that is sacrificing partners capital or current account depending upon the method, to credit what goes out, yani to cash or bank account. So these are the entries we pass when new partner brings goodwill in cash, and same if withdrawn. However, new partner may not be having money at time of admission, and that new partner is unable to bring goodwill in cash. So if new partner is not able to bring goodwill in cash or in kind, we will charge money temporarily from his account. So entry will be new partner's capital or current account debit to sacrificing partner's capital current or current account in their sacrificing ratio. So this was all about journal entries which we referred in previous class. Now today we will be solving question number 4. So let us go through the question first. First one, A and B, we are required to pass journal entries for following transaction. A and B are partners sharing profits in ratio of 3:2. They admit C as a new partner for 1/5 share in profit. C brings 80,000 as his capital in cash. C gave his share of goodwill personally or privately to A and B. There was a balance of goodwill of 25,000 in books before admission. So now solution wise, A and B were partners, old ratio was 3:2. They admitted C as a new partner. Now in this case there is no clarification who provides 1/5 to C. So it is implied that this 1/5 will be provided by A and B, and again if not clarified, it is implied they will provide it in their old ratio, that is 3:2. So 3 plus 2 5. So if we simplify, it comes to 3/5 and 2/5. So on simplification we can come to know this will be 3/25 and this is through 2/25, that is 3:2 will be the sacrificing ratio. So now one assumption or axiom you can create over here is, whenever there is no hint related to sacrifice from old partners, it is implied the old ratio will be sacrificing ratio itself. Then in this case further information given, C brings 80,000 as his capital. C pays his share of goodwill privately, and old goodwill means goodwill before admission was valued at 25,000. This was goodwill of A and B. But now as C is admitted, old goodwill has to be cancelled and new goodwill has to be calculated and accounted for. So now procedure wise, the very first step for new partner bringing capital in business, in this case it was clarified new partner brings capital in cash. So entry will be cash account debit to credit the giver is C. So to C's capital account, an amount brought in by C as capital was rupees 80,000, and narration for same being capital introduced by new partner. Now second thing, this is very important. C pays his share of goodwill personally or privately. Whenever goodwill is paid privately, it is carried out outside the business, so there won't be any entry affecting the books of accounts. So this point has to be kept in mind. Whenever goodwill is paid personally or privately, it will not be accounted for. And third point, old goodwill appears in books, means old goodwill has to be written off. In order to write off old goodwill has to be written off from old partners capital, and as old goodwill will lead to reduction in old partners capital, old partners capital account are to be debited. So entry for same will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to goodwill account. Now value of old goodwill appearing in books of accounts was rupees 25,000, and same old goodwill has to be written off in old partners in their old ratio, and old ratio between them was 3:2, so that comes to 15,000 and 12,000. In this case, they have not even provided new value of goodwill. It was not required because goodwill was paid privately. So that's all for first sum. Now let us go through second question. In second one, A and B are partners in firm. C is admitted as a new partner for 1/4 share in profit. C brought 80,000 as his capital. Brought means it is to be assumed that this money is brought in cash, and his proportionate share of goodwill in cash. It is clarified that new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash. Goodwill of the firm is valued at, this is not old goodwill. Now refer to previous statement. In previous sum there was a balance of goodwill 25,000 in books before C's admission. Before C's admission means old goodwill, and in this case goodwill was valued at, so this is the value of new goodwill. In this question old goodwill is not given, so when old goodwill is not given, we are not required to pass entry for writing of old goodwill, so we need to directly proceed with the new goodwill and new capital brought in by partner. Again, overview about things provided in question. A and B were partners, but their old ratio was not given. So whenever old profit sharing ratio is not given, we need to follow provisions in absence of partnership deed, that is 1:1. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/4 share, but it is not clarified who will sacrifice how much share. So now similar to previous sum, whenever there is no clarification that who will provide 1/4 to C, it is implied it will be given by A and B, and that amount will be provided by A and B. Again, if not provided, old ratio will be considered as sacrificing ratio. So in short, in this case also old ratio and sacrificing ratio would be same, as it is not given. Now further things given in this question. C brings 80,000 as his capital. Then C brings his share of goodwill in cash. But what is his share of goodwill? So here goodwill of the firm is given 1 lakh. Now the goodwill provided of firm was valued at 1 lakh. So it is implied this is new value of goodwill, and new partner is required to pay value of goodwill to the extent of his share based on new goodwill. So new goodwill valued was 1 lakh, and new partner share in business is 1/4. So 1 lakh into 1/4, that will give us 25,000. So in short, C will bring his share of goodwill of 25,000 in cash. Now journal entries for same. So first step will be for capital brought in by new partner. When new partner brings capital in business, entry would be cash or bank account debit to C's capital account. This is for capital contribution made by new partner, that is rupees 80,000. That was first entry. Then second thing, new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, means it is clarified that in this case goodwill in cash. So when goodwill comes in cash, entry will be cash comes in, so cash account debit to premium for goodwill or to goodwill account, to premium for goodwill. An amount, we are not supposed to write 1 lakh, we have to consider 25,000, that is to the extent of new partner share. And now After the goodwill being brought in by new partner, the same amount of goodwill is to be provided to sacrificing partners. So entry for same. The premium for goodwill which was credited in previous entry will be debited in this entry. Premium for goodwill account debit which was 25,000. Same 25,000 is to be distributed among sacrificing partners in sacrificing ratio. So in this case, sacrificing ratio between A and B was, in this case, sacrificing ratio between A and B was 1:1. So in 1:1, this will be provided to A and B. So to A's capital account, again there was no clarification that we are dealing with fixed capital or fluctuating capital. So we will assume fluctuating capital. So A's capital and to B's capital, and this amount will be rendered to them in their sacrificing ratio, which is 1:1. So 25,000 distributed equally, that comes to 12,500, and this is for goodwill being provided, distributed to sacrificing partners. Now again same way, let us go through question number 3 first. In third question, A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in ratio of 2:3, that is old ratio. They admit C as a new partner. C brought his share of capital and goodwill 40,000 and 60,000 in cash, means capital of 40,000 and goodwill. Now C brings his share of goodwill in cash, means this is not goodwill of new firm, this is goodwill of new partner's share. That is directly C's contribution of goodwill is given 60,000 and it is brought in cash. It is clarified that goodwill was of cash nature. At the time of C's admission, the balance of goodwill in balance sheet of the firm was 30,000. So this is the old value of goodwill, and whenever old goodwill is given, it has to be written off. New profit and loss sharing ratio between partner is decided at 3:5:2, means new ratio is also given. Now in this case, as old ratio is also available, new ratio is also available, first step would be calculation of sacrificing ratio, that is for adjustment of goodwill. Let us go through the solution part. Again, just a brief overview about the things given in question. A and B were partners, old ratio was 2:3. They admitted C, and new ratio between ABC is given 3:5:2. C was admitted as new partner. C's share is indirectly available from here, 2/10. C brings 40,000 as capital and 60,000 as goodwill in cash, means capital and goodwill both are brought in cash, and old goodwill was appearing in books at 30,000. So accordingly it has to be written off. Now before we start the solution, a rough working part that is related to calculation of sacrificing ratio. How to calculate sacrificing ratio? So we have studied it previously. Sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Who can sacrifice? So sacrifice can be made only by old partners. New partner can never sacrifice. So C's sacrificing ratio is not possible. Now A, old ratio of A was 2/5 minus sacrifice minus new ratio of A is 3/10. So if we simplify it, resulting answer comes to 1/10. Same way for partner B, old ratio was 3/5, new ratio is 5/10. So again if we simplify it comes to 1/10. So as the denominator is same, this will be termed as sacrificing share, and as the denominator is same, in standard manner sacrificing ratio will be termed as 1:1 between A and B. This was required for adjustment of goodwill. Now step by step. First thing given, C brought 40,000 as capital and 60,000 as goodwill in cash. So accounting treatment for same. First entry for capital brought in cash. So entry would be cash account debit to C's capital account. An amount brought in by this partner as capital was rupees 40,000. Narration being capital introduced, it is very much compulsory. Then second, he brought, that is C brought rupees 60,000 as goodwill. So this is not goodwill of entire firm, this is goodwill to the extent of C's share, and that was brought in cash. So cash comes in. So again same way, cash account debit to premium for goodwill, which was rupees 60,000, and the same goodwill is to be provided to sacrificing partners, as sacrificing partners receive, their capital account would be credited. So entry will be premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital account. Again, there was no clarification about fixed capital or current account or fluctuating capital method. So we will assume fluctuating capital method. So to A's capital and to B's capital account. And this amount, rupees 60,000, which is brought in by C as goodwill, will be provided to A and B in their sacrificing ratio. We have already calculated sacrificing ratio. It was 1:1. So that comes to 30,000 each. And finally, this was for providing goodwill to sacrificing partners. And finally, the books showed goodwill of 30,000. Means that was old value of goodwill which was appearing before admission. And that kind of old goodwill has to be written off amongst old partners in old ratio. As it will be written off among old partners' capital are to be reduced. And in order to reduce capital accounts are to be debited. So entry will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to goodwill account. The value of old goodwill which was appearing in books was 30,000, and this 30,000 goodwill has to be written off amongst old partners in their old ratio, and old ratio between them was 2:3. So that comes to 12,000 and 18,000. So that's the way of passing entries with regard to goodwill. Tomorrow, next class again we will be continuing with fourth sum onwards. Thank you. Have a good day.